Hi there, my name's Scott Lewis and this is a brief video about my teaching history. My teaching history is vast and it spans just over 11 years now, where I started off in Thailand in 2014, where I was a TEFL trainee and I obtained my 120-hour face-to-face teaching certificate. As I moved through my journey in Thailand teaching, I taught kids and adults of all ages and abilities, right down from pre-K to business English. I then became a head trainer, teaching trainees who were in my position to teach English as a second language. And I had 2 assistant trainers under me. And it was a 2 to 3 week intensive course where I was teaching them all that they needed to know about teaching English as a foreign language, specifically to Thailand. Towards the end of my time in Thailand, I became a head teacher at a school called Vanessa Sukhumvit School, which is a very prestigious school in the centre of Bangkok. And there, my role was primarily sorting out curriculums, writing promotional material, liaising between parents and teachers, and also creating and planning open houses, as we had many open houses because there was a very long waiting list for parents to enroll their students into our school. We had many open days where parents could come in and observe classes and see all the different things that we did in the school. After just over 2 years in Thailand, I moved to Barcelona, Spain, where I continued my teaching journey, but primarily was teaching business English and exam prep English to mainly teenagers and adults, again, of all ages and abilities. And as I started to work in Spain, in Barcelona, I noticed that I was getting lots of feedback from students that they were getting the words and they were getting the grammar, but they weren't really being taught how to use words and phrases effectively, intonation that we do in English, because English is a timed language and it's a little bit different from Spanish. So I started to come up with my own material, and that I later sort of transitioned as a speaking and fluency coach, primarily specialising to business English clients, both private and through my work at the company I work for as well. I left Spain in 2022 and I now reside in Nice in France, where I still continue my teaching journey, but it's primarily online, where I retain some private clients from Spain and I also do some freelance teaching depending on what the needs of the students are. Sometimes I'll help fellow teachers on exam prep classes and tips and tricks. And I also specialise in presentations. If someone has a presentation that they need to do in English, primarily not native English speakers, I also specialise in that and help them in that. And yeah, that's my teaching history. Thank you for listening.